Getting into work was very tough today for many Marylanders as they dealt with that severe weather and those warnings today. Several roads were closed and heavy winds and rain toppled trees and down wires. WJZ live in Carroll County now. Alvajoy Burnett is taking a look at some of that damage for us. Alvajoy, what are you seeing out there?
Well, Nicole, this is what you call wacky weather. Just when we stepped out of the car, it was snowing. Now the sun is out. And earlier today, there were tornado warnings in 3 separate counties. Right now, I am in Carroll County in Westminster. This is Main Street right here. And if you look behind me down here, there is a huge thing in the middle of the roadway on West Main Street. That's a roof that blew off. Now, we do not know if it was an actual tornado that came through here earlier this morning, but whatever it was powerful enough to create much damage here, not only in Carroll County and Westminster, but across the region. We want to show you some video from earlier today in Carroll County. You can see all of the damage that people sent in to us. Many people said they were just stunned to hear what was going on and then to come outside and see the damage. They were afraid in their own homes. And then if we go a little bit farther west to Frederick County, this is video in Monrovia. This is video that someone shot and put out there on Twitter. And you could see it just seems like trees were snapped and this person was going from left to right, just showing the magnitude of what we were seeing. And then we want to show you something in Montgomery County. Like we said, this damage, it was widespread. We're talking 3 separate counties here. And we saw some of the same images in Montgomery County. Like I said, there were tornado warnings that were lighting up people's phones all morning long. And people were really afraid. Here's some sound that we got from someone earlier today.
Big tree in the back of my house, and it fell on the straight of my house, and my house is shaking like earthquake or something. I'm just like scared, you know.
And driving around here in Westminster, you see people's homes that have been damaged. People are already coming out with the chainsaws, trying to clean up the branches that have fallen. I think I saw a car over here that had something that went into the back of the car because they had plastic over it. So at this moment, people are just coming out, trying to clean up. One more thing that we must note for you, here in Carroll County, they opened up a high school for a shelter for people who may not have a home right now, just in case they had a situation like this that happened to them where their roof came off. So that's going on. Of course, we will be here in Carroll County to bring you additional details as the day moves along. Live right now in Westminster, Alvajoy Burnett for WJZ.
Alvajoy, thank you. Very scary for those folks out there. So let's send it over to meteorologist Meg McNamara, who's tracking the latest for us.
Yes, so we actually had that first tornado warning just after 7:30 this morning. We started off the morning with a dense fog advisory. So that gives you a good idea of the moisture that we were dealing with. So warm temperatures, moist air, then we have this cold air colliding in, and that was the perfect setup to trigger severe storms. So want to show you the line here that is tracked through the last bit of rain. That's what we're dealing with. But here was the line as we move towards 7:30. You can see it just getting stronger and stronger, triggering multiple tornado warnings and multiple severe thunderstorm warnings as well. Now we have a good amount of storm reports across the area. These are thunderstorm wind damage reports so far. Keep in mind what happens now is that the National Weather Service will go out, a team of them, and survey the damage, and they will decide, was this straight line wind damage or was this a tornado? Of course, they'll let us know, and we will let you know the moment that that decision has been made. We cannot let our guard down now, though, because strong winds are going to be whipping across the area for the majority of the day. I do want to send it over to Marty Bass with a look at the winds, where they go from here. Hi, Marty.
Well, thank you very much, Meg. Hi, everybody. It's gusting pretty good out there, and the wind steady is blowing pretty hard. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look. 28 miles an hour. Right now on TV, look at this gust of 39 miles an hour. But the good news is we're pretty much maxing out right now on the wind speed and the gust. It's not really going to get a whole lot worse than it is now. And slowly and surely, as we move through the afternoon, we'll see temperatures drop, winds drop out of the 20s into the upper teens by about 8 o'clock. The mid to upper teens to the mid to upper 20s to the upper teens by about 8 o'clock. Then once we get into the deep overnight, a couple hours from dawn, we break it into the single digits and what you'd call a standard morning breeze in the mid-Atlantic. Again, right now, standard wind, gusting winds, pretty darn strong for the next few hours. But again, this is about as bad as it's going to get. Back to you.